So, hey, Libra. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, anyway, Libra, I want to address something with all my empresses. And, Emperor, y'all just hold it. I want to speak to the females right now. Um, Listen, empresses, all right, my Libra women's. You really have to be careful with who you choose as a person. Some people can come in your life, Libra, and really come in to either go all the way with you, or they can come in because what it feels like, what it look like, what it seem like, what it would do for them. As in, if they're broke and then you own and everybody know you, you may have some type of popularity, you may have some type of fame, you may have some type of fortune, or you may have a good job, a nice car, a nice house, or good friends, good family. You really have to be careful. I was looking at a story the other day, and I didn't like the way this man was handling this empress. I didn't like it. Because to me, now everybody else may see it as, oh my gosh, they in love, this, that, and then that, and the third. But I didn't like it. And I'm going to tell you the two things I did not like. If we in a relationship and you do something that you know I don't like, and it's like you do it anyway because you slight want to embarrass me, or you slight want to make people look at me in a different type of light, I don't want you. Because let me tell you two things I know about a relationship. If my man tell me he don't want to go somewhere, he don't like this and I'm not going to do that. And I'm especially not going to do it to the public. Even if he don't like it, I'm not going to do it to the public. I might do it when we are alone, but I'm not going to do it to the public. And something about, there's an empress. And I could be talking to anybody on here. You really need to be careful who you choose as your person. I don't care what it look like. I don't care who down the road looking like they're in a happy relationship and you want to hurry up and get in one because you want everybody to see you in a happy relationship, but then you go home and you get behind closed door and you cry at night because you know you don't want to be there. You know you don't want to be there. But you know you got to stay around because your best friend just got married, or your best friend just got into a relationship, or your family, your cousin, your sister. I don't care what it look like. Don't even give me that. Well, I gotta have a man because I don't want to be alone. Don't treat yourself like that. There's somebody out here that will really, really give you the word, respect you, okay, and it'll put you at the utmost high, okay. Don't settle for breadcrumbs, or don't just settle. Even if the person ain't breadcrumbing, even if they ain't, but don't settle. And I feel like a lot of people are out here settling, and people are really just not happy. And then there's a 50-50 because a lot of people are out here happy. A lot of people have not settled. They really are in a really good relationship, and that person truly, really, honestly loved them. But let me tell you something, Libra. Don't settle. And be very, very mindful. If you have a brand, I'm going to speak directly to my women. If you have a brand, if you have a good job, if you have a nice car, if you are even celebrity, don't just settle because you want to make it look like something. Because in the end, the only person you're going to hurt is going to be you. And I'm telling you, it's going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad when all you have to do is just wait a little bit longer. Ladies, don't settle. Okay, if you feel like you a queen watching my channel, but I ain't settling. Go ahead on and come in. You ain't finna settle like that. Don't go out like that, Libra. And I want to tell some of my empresses as well. Make your person respect you when you out here in public. Don't just have them making you act wild. If you know you a lady and that's how you want to act, you want to act like a classy lady, continue to act like a classy lady. If you know you a little hood and that's how you want to be, continue to be a little hood. So only thing I'm trying to say is, well, too, don't let nobody change you. Don't let nobody change you. And make people respect. You got men that'll see women's doing good for themselves, and you could be a woman you of high status. You could be a high maintenance woman. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You could be a high maintenance woman. You could like the finer things, and then you get with a guy who wants you to be hood, wants you to be ratchet, wants you to be wild, wants you to be out here acting like an animal at the zoo and waiting on the zookeeper to come and catch you. Or you could be a woman, you know, you like being a little street hood, whatever, and there's somebody that's trying to change you, making you settle down or making you do this. You need to be with someone who's going to respect you and not change you. And you also need to be, I'm sorry, Libra, you also need to be mindful of who you let in, because I'm telling you, these men's, and it's women's out here too, I'm not going to knock it, but these men's, you really have to be mindful. You really have to be mindful. You really have to be mindful. Because the man that got a lot going on, and I'm going to tell you something, be mindful of men that are traumatized. Be mindful of men who hide a lot. Be mindful of men that are very secretive. Be mindful of men who give you a certain stare when you're out in public. Be mindful of men who compliment you in a certain way. Be mindful of men who try to embarrass you. Or be mindful of men that say you think you too much or you think you better than them. Be mindful of men who want you to feel small or play small. Because I remember one day getting dressed in front of a man that I was dating. This been a long time ago. And I noticed when I put on certain clothes, they'll give me a dirty look, even though they'll compliment me. But they'll just be looking. And I didn't know if the looking was just jealousy. But nowadays, you can really discern how these men be. Even women. Okay, for my fellas. But right now, like I say, I'm talking to my empresses. This woman to woman right now. Be mindful. A man that'll take your car all day and won't put no gas in there, and you hear about they flying all up and down the road and ain't coming back with a hustle or even a loaf of bread through the door. Whew. I could go on and on, Libra. Empresses, take care of yourself. Treat yourself with the utmost respect. I don't care if you alone. I don't care how it may seem. Don't settle and don't be desperate. I don't care if you got to take yourself on 1,000 dates alone before you find the right one. Do not settle. Because the only person you're going to hurt in the end is going to be you. All right, so thank you, Libra.